On this episode of HistorEATS, we explore the origin story of sushi and the original godfather behind the dish itself. Rice, vinegar, and fish. These three simple ingredients somehow perfectly come together to form one of the world's most popular foods, sushi. For those with restless, curious minds, fascinated by layer upon layer of flavors and taste, sushi is for you. Best enjoy with friends and family in a setting where you can slowly savor the experience, and savor you must. But who decided to combine fish and rice and make it into a thing of raw beauty? Just wait and see. On each episode of HistorEATS, we uncover the clever and unexpected origin stories behind the iconic dishes we know and love today. We'll trace one delectable dish back to its roots to understand the history, then fast forward and see how it's inspired two of today's top chefs. And finally, I'll take you into the kitchen to prep a version you can call your own, creating an inspired dish that elevates your favorite meals. So raise your chalices high as we celebrate the food that brings us together for the moments that matter most on HistorEATS. Brought to you by Stella Artois. In the early days of sushi, rice was only used to preserve the fish. Then it was thrown away before serving. But in the 1800s, Hanaya Yohi started to serve nigiri sushi, a combination of fish and fermented sherry rice pressed together. Finally, rice joined the meal. In Hanaya's days, sushi was sold from carts. But in the early 20th century, chefs moved indoors and fine dining sushi restaurants emerged on the culinary scene all across the world. These restaurants stayed true to Japanese traditions, eating mindfully and appreciating every moment at the dinner table. After all, every moment is worth savoring when you have a dish this delicious. Chef Tojo is truly a revered master when it comes to Japanese cuisine. Always looking to push boundaries with his creations, he has crafted countless dishes and techniques that are still used around the world today. And the Northern Lights roll is his latest invention.
Okay, Susan, we made this Northern Light roll. So maybe we're going to share, we enjoy. Usually people use this soya, but I recommend this no soya. And no chopstick.
No chopstick?
No chopstick. Sushi is a finger food.
It is a finger food.
This is very interesting. Each bite is a different flavor. Try that slowly.
The wasabi was the first thing that came to me. The mango, the cucumber outside, it's... Inspired by Canada's Northern Lights, hence its name, Tojo's roll features a spicy mayo, roasted red pepper, wild prawn tempura, and zucchini, asparagus, and finally, mango, all rolled together in a crisp cucumber sheet. Because of its bold and elegant flavors, there's no need to add any soy sauce. Don't worry though, in traditional Japanese sushi, using too much soy sauce is actually a no-no. Let those flavors speak for themselves.
It's okay, one by one.
Beautiful.
Susan,
Yes,
this
Chef.
is the original California roll.
This is the California roll.
But you know why people call California?
Why?
1970, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, America, they said.
Right.
No, Canada. I break tradition. I show you the picture.
Oh, is this...
Look at that.
This is you.
First time I made inside out. Look at that. This one.
Chef, this is incredible. Look at you, young man.
Inside out roll. We call my regular customer call inside out roll.
Inside out roll. Chef Tojo learned his craft in Japan, apprenticing sushi masters for years. He then came to Vancouver in 1971 with a dream to bring the art of sushi to Canada. But at first he found it was hard to convince Canadians to try new flavors that came with the dish, like seaweed rolled around the outside. That's when Chef Tojo came up with the invention that would change his life and sushi forever, the California Roll. Chef Tojo concealed the seaweed behind the layer of rice and added avocado, cucumber, and crab to make a dish he thought everyone would love. And he was right. The California Roll would soon become a huge hit across North America. While many claim to be the inventors of this famous roll, only Tojo is recognized by both Japan and Canada as its true innovator.
Even Japanese people, they're busting me. Oh, you are wrong idea. You break tradition. But 50% Japanese people, oh, Tojo, this is a great idea.
The avocado.
Yeah, avocado
Real
creamy.
fresh crab.
Real crab, yeah.
The one thing I always tell my team is that when you're cooking whatever it is, you have to put good energy into the food.
From heart.
Right.
You know, everybody until people die, actually, we eating.
Yes.
So this is no stop. So
Right.
we must be, we are lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So we are still interested for cooking new dish, new people. So restaurant business, we meet the new people, new friend, you know. That is one is the most
Important.
fun, yeah, most important.
Well, am I considered a friend now?
Of course.
All right then.
Okay, so the next new friend, yes.
New friend.
Tomodachi.
At the legendary Tojo's restaurant, I learned that sushi is an art form that's constantly evolving, which is exactly why I'm now headed to Miku, Vancouver to meet with two chefs who like to play with fire. This is sushi chef Sang-woo Kim. His affinity to the ocean and its diverse marine life traces back to his childhood, and today he's pushing the creative limits of aburi. Kiko, a Vancouver native, grew up surrounded by a family of food lovers. Her passion is bringing together her cultural heritage and love of food. Wow. Thank you for all of these offerings. I mean, literally, this is a piece of art.
Yeah, so this is our signature salmon oshi. So we've got sushi rice and salmon snuggled in between there. And then on top, we've got our signature secret miku sauce. So we are one restaurant in a company called Aburi. So we're the pioneers of Aburi sushi in Canada. This is our signature dish. And so it's basically a salmon nigiri that's had our secret sauce on top and flame torched with some charcoal to add that smoky flavor and a little bit of spice on top with that jalapeno.
Wow. Miku Sushi is known for being the Canadian pioneers of aburi, meaning flame-seared. It's a unique method that starts with binshinten, a special Japanese bamboo charcoal, is set aflame with a torch. The fire instantly caramelizes any sauces and releases a smoky aroma to bring out the most amazing flavors. It's a dining experience you cannot miss. The jalapeno is the first thing that hits me. And then there's definitely some crystallization happening for that charring effect, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And then the salmon, it just melts. It literally melts to the tongue, and it just is so well seasoned, so well flavored.
Yeah, that's kind of the cornerstone of Japanese cuisine is just that balance. So finding not too strong, not too spicy, nothing. It's just all umami, harmony.
Yeah. It's typically myself and my husband and my son, and we'll get our individual portion, but seeing this incredible selection, this table full of beautiful pieces of art, you know, you share it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I was growing up, at least, I grew up, everyone was in the same household and everyone spoke Japanese. It was always that big plate in the middle of the table. It was never everyone got their individual plate. That was mealtime is always special. It's always like someone has something to contribute, everyone comes together. Even the phrasing around, you know, itadakimasu or gochisousama, which is basically thanking the person who's made the meal and then at the end acknowledging the feast that you've had. There's something about the consideration and the respect and the appreciation about the food and coming together and who you're eating with. So yeah, I think this is definitely rooted in that.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
After learning to prepare sushi with Chef Tojo and Chef Kiko, I discovered how intricate and art form sushi can really be. But try to just eat one. You simply cannot. And that's just how you're gonna feel about my charred mackerel sushi. Sushi is all about tradition. So today I'm honoring Chef Tojo and Chef Kiko by making a torch mackerel and scallion roll. So the first step is we have a beautiful fillet of mackerel. So now I'm just going to use my knife and score the top of the skin ever so slightly and slowly. And we're cutting all the way down to really cut the mackerel in half. That's all we're looking to do. So next up, we're gonna torch our mackerel. This is all about getting the skin nice and crispy, also giving that smoky, getting the sides, all the 4 sides of the fish, and really locking in that smoky flavor. We're gonna put this aside. We've got our bamboo roller, and we'll grab a sheet of the nori right down in the middle of our bamboo roller. This is our sushi rice here. Yeah, it's all about making sure that there's a good amount of rice on here, but not too much, just enough. Get your corners, spread it evenly onto the nori. Next, we're gonna place down our scallion. We've trimmed off the ends and we've just cut it just to go past the nori sheet. And this is really to make sure we've just add a little bit of flavor. So I'm now gonna remove my mackerel from my tray and place it onto my sushi rice. And now we're going to fold over. Using our bamboo roller, we're going to slowly take our time and roll it on top of each other. Rolling forward, not backwards. Until you've got the full bamboo wrapped around your roll. It's about really getting a beautiful piece of sushi. And here we go. So we've finished our rolls. Now it's all about cutting and presenting them. So I have 2 rolls ready to go. I'm gonna start by cutting in the center. Make sure you have a sharp knife. So you wanna make sure they're bite size. And you can see the scallion, the green onion, you can see the mackerel. So we're gonna create really a plate of sushi for everyone to be able to jump into and just enjoy. All right, now we're gonna garnish. Here's my avocado mousse. And now I'm gonna add the sofrito on. These 2 garnishes are really all about fresh ingredients. And a little bit of my sesame seeds, both black and white. All right, so here's our scallion. It's got a little bit of me in there, but a whole lot of tradition. Truly a trip down the lane of understanding and learning more about sushi. Honoring tradition, it's perfect to share with your friends and your family. Sushi began as a form of food preservation, and now it's one of the world's most popular dishes. But why? Quite simply, it's a delicate indulgence that is addictive to eat. It's a ritual that invites us to bask in something so simple, time spent together with family and friends. All in all, sushi just makes our lives that much more delicious. Just watch out for the wasabi. A little goes a long way.